shopping malls in New Jersey have played a major role in shaping the suburban landscape of the state following World War II. History. New Jersey, the most densely populated state in the United States, and in the suburban sphere of influence of both New York City and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, has a comparatively large number of notable malls throughout the state. Paramus, in Bergen County, is one of the largest shopping meccas in the country, with its 4 major shopping malls accounting for a significant proportion of the over $5 billion in annual retail sales generated in the borough, more than any other zip code in the United States. This high level of retail sales persists despite the fact that the county, in general, and the borough, in particular, have blue laws that force the malls and other retailers to close on Sunday. Garden State Plaza was the state's first shopping mall. It opened in 3 stages between May 1957 and August 1960 and was fully enclosed in 1983. The shopping complex is now known as Westfield Garden State Plaza. The Garden State's second mall-type shopping venue, Bergen Mall, was built in Paramus and Maywood and was officially dedicated on November 14, 1957, with great fanfare, as Dave Garroway, host of the Today Show, served as master of ceremonies. The mall, which was fully enclosed in 1973, was first planned in 1955 by Allied Stores to have 100 stores and 8,600 parking spaces in a 1.5 million FTA squared mall that would include a 300,000 FTA squared Stern store and 2 other 150,000 FTA squared department stores as part of the initial design. Allied's chairman B.L. Puckett confidently announced the outlets at Bergen Town Center as the largest of 10 proposed centers, stating that there were 25 cities that could support such centers and that no more than 50 malls of this type would ever be built nationwide. Cherry Hill Mall was the first large indoor shopping center on the east coast of the United States and attracted busloads of visitors soon after its opening in October 1961. The popularity of the mall as a destination is often cited as one of the factors that led the mall's host municipality to change its name from Delaware Township to its current name of Cherry Hill Township. Role as public square. With the shift in shopping from publicly owned main streets to privately held shopping malls, the question of access to malls, and their shoppers, as a public forum has been an issue raised nationwide. This issue has become particularly relevant in New Jersey, where malls in both suburban and exurban areas have largely supplanted local downtown districts as shopping destinations, depriving individuals and organizations of a public location to reach out to neighbors for distribution of flyers and other forms of expression. While different conclusions have been reached elsewhere, New Jersey's approach has been one of the most expansive in providing groups with access to malls as a public forum, despite their private ownership. The Bergen Mall was the target of a lawsuit by nuclear freeze advocates who challenged the mall's restrictions on distribution of literature to shoppers. On October 12, 1984, Bergen County Superior Court Judge Paula Holt ruled that the organization should be allowed to distribute literature anywhere and anytime in a shopping mall, noting that the Bergen Mall has assumed the features and characteristics of the traditional town center for the citizens who reside in Paramus and surrounding Bergen County towns. The New Jersey Supreme Court has been at the forefront in providing access to malls as a public forum under the New Jersey State Constitution's free speech protections, requiring private owners of shopping malls to allow use as a forum by individuals and groups. In New Jersey Coalition Against War in the Middle East v. JMB Realty Corporation, the court ruled that because the mall owners have intentionally transformed their property into a public square or market, a public gathering place, a downtown business district, a community, they cannot later deny their own implied invitation to use the space as it was clearly intended. Despite the broad powers granted to those seeking to use these facilities as public forums, mall owners retain the right to establish regulations regulating the time, place and manner of exercising of freedom of speech rights on their properties. Role as performance venue. In their role as a public forum, malls have also developed a role as a public performance venue, as an addition to theaters, arenas and stadiums. Singer Tiffany was one of the pioneers in this innovative use of malls, using the mall tour as a stepping stone to stardom. The first performance on Tiffany's mall tour The Beautiful You, Celebrating the Good Life Shopping Mall Tour 87 Euro took place on June 23, 1987 at the Bergen Mall in Paris. The tour was sponsored by major advertisers Toyota, Clairol, and Adidas. While perhaps not the first singer to do so, Tiffany established the shopping mall as a location for public performances. Britney Spears' Hair's own mall tour built on Tiffany's use of the mall as a medium to reach fans. Currently, the New Jersey Youth Symphony plays annually in the Jersey Gardens Outlet Mall. This performance is known as the Play-a-thon and occurs in March. List of malls. The following is a sortable list of shopping malls in the state of New Jersey. Largest malls. The largest malls in New Jersey are those with at least 1 million square feet of gross leasable area and ranked in descending order by size are, The Mills at Jersey Gardens, 2,140,120 square feet, Freehold Raceway Mall, 1,671,000 square feet, Woodbridge Center, 1,633,000 square feet, Willowbrook Mall, 1,514,000 square feet, Monmouth Mall, 1,500,000 square feet, Short Hills Mall, 1,340,000 square feet, Westfield Garden State Plaza, 1,292,611 square feet, Rockaway Town Square, 1,249,000 square feet, Cherry Hill Mall, 1,248,347 square feet, Menlo Park Mall, 1,232,000 square feet, Newport Center, 1,149,147 square feet, Quaker Bridge Mall, 1,102,000 square feet, Moorestown Mall, 1,046,100 square feet, Deptford Mall, 1,069,657 square feet, Hamilton Mall, 1,028,500 square feet, Livingston Mall, 985,000 square feet. References